Auntie D is going live, guys. Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's morning or evening or night. Good afternoon. Where I'm at is afternoon. All right. How are you doing, guys? This is a wonderful day. It's very cool, but I don't plan on going outside today. And if I have to, I just pull on a coat, but I don't have any plans on going outside now. And want to do some house tours. After I'm through with the live, I'd like to go and be busy in the kitchen. Hi, Liam. Hello. How are you doing? I haven't seen you a couple of days. How are you? How is your Sunday going? Liam, I'm going to ask you to use this part of your finger and tap your screen. Oh, you're good. Tap your screen, like here, so that the thumb comes up because it's not coming up from the other day. When you tap the screen right here, you tap it one, it doesn't come up. You tap it until you see it come up. Right? Because sometimes it's not. I don't know what is the problem. It's not coming up. I just come on and I said, you know, it's supposed to be going down to maybe thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. I was on last night, early in the evening, maybe after about 8 o'clock or so. But I didn't see you. And I never had seen you Friday night. That girl, Maddie. Hey, Maddie, how are you doing, Maddie? As you come in, you touch the thumbs up button. You touch your screen. Yeah, Maddie, I've not seen you in a while. I guess you have been so busy. And I know that you're always busy, but you always try to give Auntie D a little of your time. And it is, guys, I have not even gone into the kitchen yet, because if I go in the kitchen, that's another area again that's going to take up my time. So what I have been doing is I'm going to focus on doing a live. Then I go into the kitchen to start the dinner. Then I go and do some videos. Guys, have you been looking at the videos? Uh, I know you're a busy woman. That girl, Maddie, that name alone tells me you're a busy person. You're a busy person. Yeah, so I do appreciate you guys when you take some time off from your busy schedule to come and take a little peek sometimes at Auntie D and hear what she's saying or see what she's doing. And when you have some time, you can turn on the videos. You may not be able to sit and watch them to the end, but once you're playing it somewhere nearby, you probably would hear. You would hear it because you can imagine I'm almost at 200 videos, and the people are not spending enough time. If it's even half the time to watch the videos, it would be so. You guys wouldn't realize there's many things that you are missing from the videos. They are so interesting, not because I did them, but I look and see I put out so much effort for you guys. Some persons are looking, but they need to spend a little more time. A little more time, but I'm still happy. I'm still grateful. I'm not quarreling, but I just want to encourage person to spend a little more time. Right? A little more time. And those who are coming on, welcome to the live. Welcome. Feel free. You can come in and we can talk. We're going to talk a little about gender roles. Thank you. And remember, guys, touch up your screen. Use this finger and tap your screen until you see the white or whatever the color thumbs up that comes up, so that the live or the live can go to many places. That's what helps to send it. YouTube looks at it and helps to send it out. So the algorithm would help to go up. But when you see just one or two persons come on and they don't want to touch the like button, they don't want to even tap the screen, you're not going to beat it like this. You're going to just the top of your screen. Right on the screen. Touch it. And then the thumbs up will come. You see it comes up and just go off. Right? Yeah, so I'm happy to have you persons who are coming on now. We are not going to be here very long, because I want to come back later. But what I come to realize, the time frame with persons of different places seems to be, not yet settled in because, to be honest, since this time has changed, I'm trying to push, but it's like I'm not pushing hard enough because Some persons have different time ahead, so I prefer the time is where we can reach everybody. But we have to work with it. Welcome to the live, guys. Like, don't be mean. Touch up the thumbs up the screen, tap it until you see the thumbs up come up, right? And if I'm a boy or a girl, I think, right. I don't know what's wrong with Jay. All right, Maddie, don't run them off too quickly because that when we move them off too quickly, we let me kind of give the directive to move them. Because when you move them too quickly, it's going to lower the algorithm. So the comment is gone, the number is going to fall because that person is out. So I don't want anybody to really remove anything because it does affect it, everything we do. Right? Thank you anyway. But Jay needs to be more careful. I prefer, yeah. All right, don't, yeah, because you see, when we push them off so quickly, the number is going to go down and the comments is going to be less, so the algorithm is going to go down. So let me, all right, let him come back up. All right, let him come back up so I can even address him too. Right? Okay, thank you anyhow. I don't want you to feel bad because maybe sometimes these people are children and they are not, some of them are not even capable. Some of them are different, the brain structure and thing. I don't know if he's gone. All right. I understand. I come to learn. I come to learn that the more you get rid of them, it's the lower the algorithm going to be, and the more the thing is there, because oh my God, that's how it goes. Right. So guys, tap up the screen, tap to the like, and tap up the thing so it can go. Sending me roses and emojis and all of that is good, but the thumbs up is what sends the algorithm, right? What sends the algorithm. Yeah. So as I said, welcome to the live, those who are joining, and I want to touch a little on gender roles. When we talk about gender roles, I think you guys would know. If I have anybody here, thank you. If I have anybody here who wouldn't know, gender as in female and male, masculine gender, right? So, and feminine gender. Okay, this person writes so fine now I can't even make out what this person is writing. But anyhow, when I can't read it, I just go bypass it. All right. So, person, if you are going to write, don't use cursive because I see the person say hi, and I can't recognize the name properly because it is so fine, and then you're going to feel unwelcome. And I want everybody to feel welcome. Yeah, so I want to touch a little on gender roles. Right, just like how you have the okay, oh, I see, okay, yeah, I can't even make out the name. I see something like Elliot, I'm not sure. Okay, well, if the app helps you to do that, then I won't be able to recognize much, and that would not be nice, because trying to read it, and I don't want to read it wrong. Look like Elliot, it look like Aliyat, it look like something I don't know, or Minat or something. I'm just trying to assume. So when I want to go and check now on your channel, if you have one, I would not know what to look for properly. And then when I want to subscribe to you, if you have a channel, I would have to be trying, and I don't want to miss out on anybody, right? Do you have a channel? As I'm on that point, because I'm not able to, I'm not able to read it properly, and you're not going to feel good because I can't even address it properly, right? You look like Byron, Mowat, Elliot, I don't know. So I want to touch a little on gender roles in the home, right? So especially talking about the home, not at the workplace, because we have different persons. The workplace another time, but I'm just going to look at the home. Today is Sunday, guys. So I don't want anything to start Just may relax and just browse and we talk. Right, gender roles in the home because when we look at the home setting, I'm hoping that more persons will come on up. When we look at the home settings, we find that there are some duties that are done mainly by the woman or the females in the house, for there may be mother and daughters there too. And there are some duties that are done by the father and the son, right? And people tend to grow their children in that way. So when they become an adult, they tend to pass on the same values, the same norms, right? But what I've come to realize based on my research that I've been doing, um, persons in a home now is not only managed by both male and female. You have some homes, they are single parents. Some are just the father, which is a male, and some are the mother, which is a female, right? So we have to look at that separately and apart because a home with just one parent, that parent has to play the role of both parents. I hope you understand me. So if it's a father alone, he has to be the role model for mother and father at some point in time. And if it's a mother alone, she has to do the same thing. Right? So what I'm trying to say is no nobody should be to stick to any particular role. Once the need is there, you do it. So you have the females in the house, the mother and the daughter, they tend to want to focus. I think I touched on this one night some time ago. They want to focus on maybe the indoor things. They don't really want to go outdoor to do so they allow the father and the son to do the outdoor work, right? Which to me is not shouldn't be because the son or the father needs to know how to make a bed. Even if he make the bed wrongly today, another time he go back and keep practicing to be done properly. And the daughter and the mother needs to also be outside pushing the lawnmower, pushing the blower to blow away the snow. If you understand me, pushing the blower to blow away the leaves. Don't only leave it for the, I'll go and and you can do it together. Right. Oh, so do you do? Okay. Do you help to do anything inside? Or you leave it for your mom and sisters to do and grandmother? Nothing is wrong. It's wise to learn it. So that when you come now and have your part to play as an adult with your wife or, you know that the dishes should not be left in the sink until when you're ready to use them. Or the pot should be washed and put away. Should not be left on the stove in a dirty condition. So you're there, you look at the floor as a male, you say, oh, the floor needs to be wiped. So are you not going to wipe it? Right. What if you leave home as a young person, whether you're a young woman or a young man, and okay, you have a brother. Okay. So okay, you have a brother. I'm going to use an example as an example now. Okay, you're the older one, so you're going out from home to college. You're going to be so many miles away from home, so you're only going to come home when it's holiday break or summer break. Thank you, Maddie. That's my girl, Maddie. Maddie, I like that. So look at what Maddie is saying. That's a very important point, right? Maddie is doing her job. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you. Right. So back to the point. So you're going off miles away from home. Okay, see, here you go. That's why I'm going to use you as the example. So you're going off miles away from home, very far away. You won't be able to come home in the evenings after classes, or you won't be able to even come home every weekend either. So you're going far away from home. Now you're going to be on your own, maybe in your dorm, maybe you're sharing dorm. Okay, thank you. Yes, Melly, thank you very much. Maybe you're going to share your dorm, or you're going to share an apartment, something. But you're not going to be the only person there, right? I'm not just look at it from a point. Even if your parents can afford it, look at it from a point where Thank you very much, Liam. I like when my people are attentive. I like that, right? Like that. Guys, you pay attention. And I like when you put it there so persons come on, they see it, right? Yeah. So you're going to share now. Say you're on the campus. So you're going to share the dorm. You're not going to wipe the floor none at all. Thank you, Liam. You're not going to wipe the floor none at all. You're not going to even take a sanitary thing. Thank you, guys. I'm so happy. And wipe off even the doorknob. What about the kitchen? You're finishing the kitchen. Are you going to just leave the sink scattered and splatter things? You cut the meat, everything. You'll just leave it there, right? Yeah, yeah. What are you going to just mess up the stove? You were cooking something, it boil over, and it mess up the stove. You just leave it and come out. So, you cook with the pot, you just put it down. You have to clean up. And if you don't practice these things from home, I'm telling you, I've seen it at college when I was studying. If you don't practice these things at home with your own parents or your brothers or your sisters, your siblings, when you go out into the wider world, it's going to be so, so difficult because you're going to be in conflict now with the person you're going to be sharing the apartment with or sharing the dorm with because you're not used to tidying up in the kitchen after you. You're not used to even, I don't even want to say make your bed because maybe you would have a setting where you can close off your own room setting, right? But out in the living room where you may share, you just drop your blanket, you take off your pants, you drop it out there. Hi, reluctant gainer, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Right. I hope you look at the title that we are talking about, the topic rather. And you just left the place messy. You and that person that you share with are not going to be at peace. They're going to cause arguments. And then the person who you're sharing it with is going to want to leave. Maybe move out or, report you to the authorities that you're not keeping, and that would not be nice. So you see, when you're a customer, you know when something is to be done, you do it. And when it's not being done, you're going to point it out. And you don't want anybody to say that you're nasty. No, that's not nice. You want to at least, what if you start college and you're going to do 3 years? And because you are living so good with one person and you can share the 3 years with the same person and it is possible, would you want to do that or would you want to have a new person every year? It all depends. But what I'm trying to say is we have to leave our environment very comfortable for others to come. Because you may want to take home a friend just to maybe come and do some studying or just to have a little chat or have a little game on a Sunday afternoon because you're available. You can do something. And when you walk to the door, you see the other person you share the apartment with, clothes drop all both and water drop here and crumbs drop there and ants over there and the place looks messy. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to be embarrassed. So these are the little things where I say gender roles in today's world. I don't think we should be too strict on assigning specific duties to male or to female and leave it for them. The male is going to put his clothes in the machine and wash it and put it and get it dry just the same. Likewise, the woman. I'm not saying that the woman should give up. You look at many offices now. Let me go into the working world. You look at many offices or institutions. What you see happening? We have a lot of females, a lot of women. With respect to me being a woman, a lot of them are at the top position because what they will not stop. They keep studying and doing certain things. They end up at the top. So when you look at so many men in an organization and the women are soaring to go to the top, what that is telling you? What that is telling you? Is it that the men are going to be no more because they are able to keep up? So they marry a wife and they go home and she share the dinner, she share everything, put it on the table, and he just take up and eat, and then he showers, and then he go and lay down and get a sleep or something, and he gets up, and then he goes to work. So isn't he going to learn how to boil an egg if his wife is not well? Isn't he going to know how to even fix dinner one evening? He may not do it as perfect as the woman. You understand me, guys? But he needs to be aware. But if he's not taught from early, he's not going to like it. Whenever he thinks that his wife is not well, he's going to say, oh, you're not well. Let me go and get some food at this restaurant or whatever. Because he cannot do anything. I've heard many, many wives complain, but they just go ahead and just live with it. But sometimes I look back, I would say it's their upbringing. Some are lazy, you know. Some are lazy. Don't get me wrong. But it goes back to their upbringing. The woman has to learn. Okay, you're in the kitchen and the knife needs to be sharpened. You're going to call, honey, come and sharpen the knife. Honey, I can't open the freezer door. Can you come? I can't take out the meat. You have to find a way. I'm not saying you should not call for help, but you have to find a way to show that you are mastering the art. There are some things we can't do, you know, because what if there's a plumbing work to be done? It's difficult. I can't do it. It depends. I can put on the pipe top, but I would have to call the person. And what if he's able to do it? What if he's not? So some things we can't avoid it. We are not phasing out the men and we are not phasing out the women. And we don't want to say, oh, it's a man's job or it's a woman's job. Mm-mm. A woman can hold a roller and paint the walls too, likewise the man. Right? And then when some guys are doing things, the ladies, they can go beside, you know, and watch and get a little thing and get a little and do a little. And by so doing, they are going to learn. You know how many ladies I've seen in offices where they could have said they don't understand how to do something, and what they do. Of course, Maddie, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Of course. We just quickly throw up in the air. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I can't. Become helpless. And once you become helpless now, it means that you're not prepared to learn or to go further. But what I know, us women seem to have to take the lead because most of the men step back because I don't know if they are frustrated or they can't manage or they think it's a woman's world, it's a woman's job. Honestly, a number of high schools or middle schools, they are being managed by females. Well, I would think that the male would be a better principal person at the helm of it all, because they have so much to be firmer. But some of them are very laid back and compromise, and they don't want to make firm decisions. The woman will take the lead. You know, not that she's going to be a bully, but sometimes. But I would love to see more men trying to understand and perform some roles. Perform some roles as if they are really men. And then the female is right there, you know, as they sleep. Hi, Osani. Hi, Osani. How are you doing? Happy to have you. Welcome to my little life on a Sunday afternoon. Right? You know, we need to push out. Okay, you're good. I just see we are touching a little on gender roles in the home. Right? Some persons are not willing to learn, and some are laid back, and some people are afraid. Some are afraid. But even when you're afraid, prove yourself starting in the home that you can manage. You can, but don't you're not going to try and push away your husband, you know. If he comes and offers to help, kindly accept or honey, but don't turn him down all the while, else he'll think that you don't need him around and then he starts looking elsewhere. You know what I mean? Looking elsewhere, gone outside. Because he's going to feel threatened now that, oh, she doesn't want me to help her. She doesn't want me around. So what am I doing here? Then he go and look another companion. Right? Right? That's all sometimes. persons can interpret things. You understand? Because sometimes they feel threatened, but it's not that you're trying to threaten them. It's just that sometimes they need to pull up themselves and let them, make it show that they are in charge, right? They don't sit laid back and hoping that, you know, everything is all good. She will manage, man, she will manage. And they'll say that, and deep down they're hurting, they're disappointed. They think that you're pushing them away, you're shutting them out. So still yet, we have to make them know that no, I don't want you to think like that. It's a fact that I want you to make sure that you are learning. In the event of you have to go away on someplace and he's not there and something should happen, he's not going to just buy food at the store to eat or go out and eat every evening or every time. He can know that there's grocery in the house. He can prepare something. And he jump out of the bed. He should not. He should make up the bed. He doesn't leave the bed just as though he got up out of it. So that the place, he needs to go and take a shower. He doesn't wait for you to say, "Oh, you need a shower." No, he should. There are some things that people should learn. And don't just stick to this gender thing. This gender thing. What, I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about it. Although we don't have a lot of persons here. We have a few more minutes to go. Tell me what you think about it. You think you agree that it should be as I'm trying to make it sound, or you disagree? We can disagree to agree. Believe you me, you tend to enjoy it more because they put so much things and spice it up that, but you realize that they don't want to cook very often. Osani, oh see, they don't want to cook very often. But I think most of them can cook. Hmm. But they will take a very long to finish whatever they are doing. Yes, and they take a longer time. But we have to appreciate them, because they will not go as fast as us, the female. They will not go as fast. Well, sometimes when we're doing our little chores too, we must bring them in. Somebody laughing. Bring them in, man. Come on, come and help me do some laundry. Sort out the clothes and, don't all the while just do it by yourself. So that one day you can say, okay, while I'm going to be outside doing something, I'm going to ask, I'm going to allow him to cook. And you're absent yourself, or you purposely come home late one evening and say, oh, no, you're going to cook this evening, Okay, remember. And give him notice, man, and let him do the thing. You have a little more joy and happiness and laughter. More joy and laughter. Don't you think so? Or you want to be showered? Okay. I did this today and he liked it. And next, oh, you have been, and let him go, man, so you can compliment him too. He's going to like it, but he's going to say, don't think I'm going to be in there every day, because he's going to run and hide, and next 6 months he doesn't face the kitchen again. And you know that they like to do the jerk. If you're going to jerk, men like to take over the jerk part, So you're not going to take it away, but you're going to allow them to be involved. Allow them to be involved so that it can share. And let them feel that their worth is appreciated. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yes. So sometimes when we lack these things in our homes, what can result? Sometimes our own negligence, because we want to do everything ourselves. We don't involve, because you can know within a certain time frame in the relationship that they that they were not really they were not really what should I say, given enough practice when they were growing up with their families, in their homes. Right? Yes. And some mothers, they will teach them. And some don't have the time because they are busy working. So there's not enough time. So when they do get some time, they are tired, or, they something like that. Right. Yes, and some mothers are very serious if they have this. I say, come, make sure you know how to do this I'm going to teach you so one day when you have your family, you can show them too. They won't, because you can know when they are not taught. And sometimes, most time when they are taught, they retain it, but sometimes they don't like it. You have some people they like to iron. They will spend the day to iron, but and some will not touch the iron. They will just wear other things. Yeah, that's true. They are grown by their mothers, and their mothers can be so close to make sure you do this well. And mothers will come by the home and check, and say, "You forget I told you how to stir the meat in the pot. You're not to doing like that." And they say, "Oh, mother, get out the kitchen." Sometimes it can be fun. It can be fun. Yeah, guys. So where's Liam? What do you say? I don't hear anything from you, or reluctant. You don't like to do anything in the house, I imagine. So is it that I touched heavily on you guys? Yes. I believe you. Okay, you're eating. Liam, your fingers not eating. You can't use your fingers. So you're eating so the brain lock off. Liam, you're too bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they always tend to learn everything. Learn everything when they're in that situation. When they're in that they tend to learn everything as much. Because the sisters will pull them. And you find that when it's the other way around. Yeah, look, bro, happy to have you. Welcome. I just hope that things will be okay with you now. Right. When you have a family where you have like more boys and maybe one girl, very limited girl, but you find that the girl learn more of a being outdoor type person. She will want to climb trees. She will want to do everything. She will not so much want to be inside. She wants to be outside with her brothers because she's going to more like what they're doing outside. But she's going to see inside work as too difficult, right? So if it's more sisters, they pull their brother inside. And if it's more brothers, the sister is going to be drawn outside. Right? So, we look at it, but there's still some learning. Right? There's still some learning. And then I find too, okay, have a festival. I was looking at something on the television, on the internet last night about it. Some, a lot of food and big festival and all of that. Yeah. So we think that if we stick to this gender thing, well, I don't know. They're going to say that the woman should not be a manager in be in a company because she's a female, or we're going to say the woman should not be a prime minister or president or something. At one point in time, there were only male doctors. Medical doctors were only males. Now we see them being what? We see a lot of them being female. You want to hear me say the word, right? Thank you, Mary. Knuckle bro, you put Navre Navre, right? Double stop the cream and Maddie is putting you guys on and Liam is there. So if everybody help to do something, it is going to be a boom on the channel. It's going to be wonderful. Yeah. That's what I like when my people just come together and they give me the vibes, man. Give me the vibes. It's beautiful. Right. So what are you saying now, Noko bro? Yeah, I saw it. It's an Indian festival and it was so a lot of food and the dressing. but I have to go back and look at it again. It was very interesting, but because I don't understand what was being said then, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Um, I I I like what I saw. It was interesting and nice. Yeah, so guys, I'm just saying that we should teach our males in our homes, be they our brothers, sons, that when they go out into the wide world, they'll be more appreciated. And you see that nobody will have to come and say, "Oh, Miss Brown, please send your husband over to help me with fixing so and so." Okay, that's what you worship. Okay, you worship the goddess of evil called Kali. Okay. I wonder why you guys worship the. So when you say, let me just take a little sidetrack. When you say, sorry guys, I just want to hear something. When you say worship the goddess of evil called Kelly, why is it named goddess of evil and not goddess of good? Do you have a goddess of good there too that you guys worship? Do you have a goddess of good? 'Cause if you have evil, there must be some goddess of good. And what would that god be called? If goddess of evil is called Kylie, or is it that there is no goddess of good there? So everybody's just, what are some of the things that makes the goddess of evil evil? Is that the name evil, right? What are some of the things that makes it a goddess of evil? Oh, oh. So that is a big celebration. So how are you guys able to determine that? How are you able to determine that? If you don't mind me asking, because I've never heard of it, so that is why. And I guess other persons you would want to know as well. What 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 do you guys use to know that they had this interior thinking? Do they act it out? Is it that when they abuse the women, they see that they are the thoughts that they put into action towards women? What is it? Is it a celebration? Okay, so that she would have been a good person then. So why would they say the goddess of evil? Oh, that should have been the goddess of love then. But she loved people, women. So she would protect them. Hi Sonia, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. I'm just trying to do a little thing here because of her evil look. Oh, she has an evil look. She has an evil look. Okay. Oh, she looks creepy. She looks creepy. Tap up the live, guys. Tap up the screen so we can have it going out into the algorithm saying that it's good. Okay, so it's a goddess of evil. Okay. So let me look at it some more. She has an evil look, actually. Okay. No, what happens? I've never been to India. What happens at State West Bengal? That's where they keep the festival and keep the celebrations. Yes, yes, Knuckle Bro. So what what do they do at West Bengal in India? If you don't mind me asking. That's where they have the festival? Okay, that's where they have the festival. Oh, the bangles are nice, but I don't wear them. So I may have to go and look up some more, read up some more about Bengal. Okay. I realize from time to time, vermilion means sindoor in India. Okay. From time to time, I do get some Indians here, and I appreciate the learning. I appreciate it very much. So it will allow me now to know what to go and look at and read some more. You see, that's how we learn, you know. You say something, yeah. Like up the live, guys. Okay. The lady is married. Okay. Anyway, it's nice learning this far. So we can, in our own little time, we can go and read up about what takes place in Bengal. I know Bengal is in India, but I've never really spent enough time to go through. No, no, I don't eat pork. But that I like to see people prepare everything, you know, but not that I don't really eat it. I have had it before, but I would not go out for it though. You know, sometimes I try to take myself a little off the meat, but sometimes I have a little weakness. And you know, I love fish, but I always eat chicken. I like goat meat. You know, I don't eat pork. I don't eat lobster and shrimps. But I've had them before. I've tasted them before. So if you were to come to my home, you would not see me have any pork in or any lobster or shrimps. I would not even prepare it in my house to give to anybody. So I don't really handle it. You know, I don't handle it. Do you eat pork? Do you eat pork? Can you ask me so it seems as if you eat it? Conch, I don't eat conch neither. Shellfish, you know, I don't really. Okay, eating pork is sin in India. You're teaching us now. So if I come to India, then I don't have to worry. There won't be any pork prepared. All right. India seems to be a very, you know, uninter. Okay. No, no. Once the question is not out, you know, out of the way, I will answer. Yeah, you know, but I like goat meat. I like different parts of the beef. I like chicken and fish. I like turkey. You know, but I love fish very much. Out of all the things, I like fish more. Whichever way fish is prepared, I like it. Once I was trying to be a vegetarian, and I was doing well, you know. But then I fell by the wayside and started. You see, chicken can be so tempting, and then gradually take a little bit until. But I'm going to try and cut out the chicken again and focus on just vegetables and fish. I like fish. I like those nice, and I like pretty fish. I like when they are pretty. Even when they are cooked, you won't see the prettiness, but I just like to see them when they are before they are prepared, when they are pretty. I know that was gonna come. That's why I did not say it up front. I waited. I'm a Seventh Day Adventist. That's where I worship when I do worship. Which one are you, Mary? Or you don't go to any? I worship. That's where I worship and I worship. As a matter of fact, I grew up in it, and I was so sorry. Still, I still visit. That's where I go. But if there's another place nearby, that doesn't. God is everywhere. That's my belief. God is everywhere. I don't see why you should pin yourself to one direct congregation, right? I'm a Christian too. So some people believe that you're just pinned to one congregation. They believe that the others are not right. And at the same time, they're all calling and praying to the one God. That's why other religions come about because they too have other beliefs different from Christian. You have different out there, and they have their beliefs, and they look towards their God to deliver them. Likewise, a Christian, but I believe in Christianity. That's where my belief is, and it's some of us we are Christian, but we don't really live up to it as we should. Being a Christian is I don't want to go too far in it, but being a Christian it calls for a lot of things. We have to be considerate and kind to others, especially when persons are in need. It's not just to give monetary or things like that, but sometimes even a kind word. And we have to be very understanding. We have to reach out. A person may be in need of a good encouragement, and having associated yourself with it's one to be able to see the need in somebody. Sometimes persons are afraid of saying out what they really feel or want to say until they're able to go down, go sit, be at their level to get them to open up. So the trusting will come about. But it's like you cannot go about trusting everybody, whether they are Christians or not, because you have some wolves in sheep's clothing. So it's just a spirit taker trying to understand. It shouldn't be so, right? But I try not to go deep into religion because it can be contradicting and persons can become offended. And I try not to, I sort of keep it away. And politics again is another thing. I try not to touch it because you will always have differing views and persons can become uncomfortable or aggressive and can misunderstand what you're trying to put across. And they may as well think you're trying to change their ideas. So religion and politics, I put them up. It's sad to say I don't really talk about them. That's why when I come on here, I don't really go into the church part of it, the Christian part or whatever side. I just try to get because of what Nokubro was saying, and it was new to me. So I said maybe you guys will want to hear as well. But I don't go deep into people's really. I'm not going to condemn anybody for what they believe in, whether it be religiously or politics. I leave it aside. Honestly, I leave it out. I just try to explore and then because I don't want to be misinterpreted about anything. So we leave it there, and we are all good people. We try to do some good, whatever we do. We are not going to deficient ourselves to do something to please somebody. When we can do something good to help somebody, we do it. We are on the street walk, we're driving in the mall, or we're going towards a store. Somebody may approach who may be hungry. Sometimes they dress like that, but they're not really hungry. They just do things like that. You would have to be very noticeable of the person, noticing that person, that where that person, you can tell the person where they can go and get help. Because sometimes these people are just there as a matter of like a profession to collect. And they come every day and collect and go home and they collect. And sometimes, maybe when you see where they are living, maybe they are living a better life than you and I, right? So we don't want anybody to take our kindness for granted. But at the same time, we don't want to deny helping somebody. So you see you're faced with that a crossroad. You want to help, but you have to be sure. You understand me? So it's best sometimes when we refer them to the relevant places where they can go and get more help. And that is why persons will donate to charitable organizations where they can offer assistance to those persons. It's not wise all the while to be out there going into your bag, taking out, and give. You don't know who is watching or who will do something. You don't want, sometimes you don't want to go too close, so, but you don't know who's going to be watching you and studying your movements and all of that. So you just cut it there. Yes, guys, it has been a wonderful afternoon, and I'm not going to keep anybody too long. I know that people want to go and do what they have to do. I'm happy that you had stayed, and I don't know if anybody wants to put out another point. I'm seeing that persons are, I don't know who is there. I don't know if Sonia is gone. All right. So I'm happy, guys. It's a very rewarding Sunday afternoon, and the belly calling out for food. And Maddie, if you're still there, happy to have you on. I don't know if Liam or Reluctant Gamer. All right. So I see I have two company. And if any those of you are here, you can make a point and we can talk about it. We have about under less than 10 minutes to go. Oh, you're doing some paperwork. Here comes a brilliant lady. Brilliant lady doing paperwork. Well, sometimes we have to do some paperwork, to get ourselves on track. Because if we don't, we lose out. We lose out, Sonia, girl. I'm happy you were able to stop by, Sonia. So you got to keep focusing. Okay, bye, Maddie. Thank you for the afternoon. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for helping. And yes, we sure do. I don't want to set a time for the next live because sometimes I cannot live up to the time. So when you hear the ping, you pop in. Happy to have you and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Yeah. Liam, are you there? Reluctant, are you there? Bye, matey. Bye, 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 bye. It has been, I see some glare, some sun glares coming up at this time of the afternoon, but we still appreciate it because the morning has been a little rainy and cold. But like I said, I didn't plan to go outside today. So I chose to stay in and get some things done. I hope I'll be able to get much more things done when I'm through with the live. But I'm glad that I had come on. I'm really glad. I will have to do some other things later. So this has been a interesting live. I learned something about down in Bengal. So I will have to go and look at it again on the internet. Yes, guys, it's good when you learn, You can share you can make reference in a conversation, and wherever you're with in company with other persons, we don't have to we know we have dumped gossiping, so we don't gossip anymore. Gossiping is thrown out. We can have constructive arguments, right? We can share in a constructive argument, and persons may be aware, may not be aware. Because I wasn't aware of anything done in India that much because I didn't spend much time in reading up. But I've heard the name Bengal, the Bengalese. So it gives me more time to go and want to look at it. It's interesting. Very interesting. Because I saw last night where they were having some celebrations, but as they were speaking in their tongue, in their language, I didn't understand. But I looked and the place was well dressed up and a lot of things, a lot of food. And I see that it was a celebration. It's good, that people can come together and celebrate. Put aside everything and celebrate. The song says celebration time, celebrate. When you celebrate, it makes you happy. You forget about whatever things that were there before. Today, I don't even remember when is Easter. Easter is sometime down, maybe another 2 weeks or so. So I know most people know the Sunday before they would be dressed in, they would be walk. I don't know if they do it here. They use palm leaves and I think they wave palm leaves in the church. Everybody go to church at palm leaf. Well, I've never been to a congregation, but I hear about it, and they call it Palm Sunday. The palms are being waved, and it's, as they say, it's in memory of when Jesus was going through Jerusalem, and they were waving palms and putting things on the ground when he was riding on the horse, not the horse, the donkey, right? But the same people who had done all of that, they were at the crucifixion and they, you know. But as I said, it had to happen. It had to happen. So it will be soon to be the Sunday before Easter Sunday. That's the Sunday before the Monday, Easter Monday. I don't know if it's a public holiday up here, but I know back home, the Monday, the Good Friday day, and the Good Friday rather, not Good Friday day, Good Friday and Easter Monday are normally public holidays. I think those should be federal up here too. What we'll see as time goes by, hope that the weather will be good, that people can go out and have their cookout or whatever, have fun. Because this winter has been very cold, and see March is going through still cold. Don't know if April is going to come and be even colder. Maybe April come with some rain, but we're just hoping to have a good month. The place need the rain. The plants need to be revived for us to get air to breathe. So we can't too complain now that it's going to be too much rain, because we need the air to breathe and the plants need to grow to help us to breathe, help us to survive, keep the soil, everything intact. So you see how important all the weather systems are. We are part of it because we can't survive without them. Although sometimes they are really harsh, like the tornadoes and the bad hurricanes we call them. Those are really harsh ones. We probably could do without them, but that's nature. The hurricanes and the tornadoes do something with the atmosphere. I don't know where so much heat could come from when there's a tornado, and it's coming from the top, coming down, and going on. I've never experienced it. I would be so frightened, but I've watched it on television. I say, my God. When the hurricane come, I've had several experiences of hurricane, because in the Caribbean, that's what we experience. And the sea will get rough and angry and some big waves. So it does something to the ocean floor, right? It does something to the ocean floor, right? So that's how we you know, nature. Back home, we say nature doesn't. We don't have neither spring, autumn, nor summer. We don't have none of these seasons. But here, it's different. You have the seasons here. All we have back home is what? Beautiful sunshine. We say the bright sunshine, and we have a lot of rain. Certain time of the year, we have a lot of rain, more than some. Some months are very rainy, especially July. During the hurricane period, it's normally very rainy. Some heavy, heavy torrential showers beating down and cause sometimes flooding. Does cause flooding, and we need the water just the same. We need the rain. Plants need it. Agricultural persons, the fish in the sea needs it, because when those heavy rains come and it floods from the rivers into the sea, it helps. It helps there, right? So, guys, I'm gonna allow you to do what you have to do, continue what you do, but I'm so appreciative of your time and our time in being together on this little channel that we are trying to grow. So we help each other, we go to each other's channel and try guys and assist each other because I'm no different. I'm trying to learn and I have to big up Sony Adventures, I have to bigger up man, bigger up big time, bigger up big time. Because when I'm not up here with everything, she gives me little thoughts too. So we can support each other. So we all can grow and be mature creators and moving from one step to the other. And then we can look at each other and say, hey, you remember me? Hey, you remember me? And we can all have a good time. So catch you around another time when I'm doing my live. Remember to subscribe, like, and share as it's been told in the when we're doing the live. And tell a friend and tell a friend and share, man. And enjoy it all. Enjoy your dinner. Whatever you prepare this evening, whatever you're going to have, be thankful. If it's not to what you would have wanted, another time you'll be able to have what you really wanted. Because sometimes we prepare what we have, but we are not happy. But whatever you have, prepare it, eat it, enjoy it, and be happy. And tell yourself that another day something better will come. And if you have that in mind, you will rise to the level that you want to be. Bye bye.